Today he is celebrating and rejoicing that his brother has become the president of Ohaneze. You know, he has been a man that found himself in the state of confusion. You understand? He has been sitting on the seat of confusion. So that is why he goes left, he goes right, doesn't really have a stand. Yeah, it's coming to reality of what I have said before now, that Ikwerre people are my brothers. We are families, but this is just a political division coming from the politicians in Nigeria. And at the same time, the British are the one who came to cause division among the brothers, among us. And today, I am happy that they are coming and they have realized themselves.
The Jaws and the Igbos, who makes up River State, you can't take us for granted. So the River State Igbos are denying they are not Igbos, they are Igbos. Yeah. How can Ikwerre say they are Benin? Ikwerre say they are Benin. What language are they speaking? Benin language. What name are they answering? Is it Bunwa? Is this Oba Bunwa? I don't know what Bunwa means, but I know that is it. It's Igbo, but I don't know what Bunwa means. Is it Bunwa? Inyeso, Wike. Is it Oba Bunwa? The people that do not know their identity. Man, the throne that I'm sitting now, that you are seeing, the throne is an Apama from Obo. I cannot deny, I might not like the characters of Igbo people around, but I cannot, because of that, reject my Igbo identity. I have Igbo blood flowing in my veins, I have Igbo DNA. It's a Bunwa, it's not Oba Bunwa. These are the characters that the president Bola Tinubu is about, who are even denying where they come from. For whatever reason, Amechi is this thing. Wike is this thing. Which of them is answering a Benin? That about Benin. Hey, they are Benin, everybody. But I go be Benin. But that's not what I'm talking about.
Ikwerre people are Igbos. We are not from Benin. Even the late Oba of Benin wrote a book titled, I Remain, Sir, Your Obedient Servant. On page 19, he said he worked in the other district and he came across the Ikwerres and the Ches, who are typical Igbos. So if the custodian of the Benin heritage could on record say that the Ikwerres and the Ches are typical Igbos, you are going behind to say you are Benin. Man is saying no, you are Igbos. Nobody owns Igbo. And there is no superior Igbo, neither is there an inferior Igbo. Igbo has different language dialects. Ikwerre is one of them. As a matter of fact, Ikwerre is about the biggest. If you draw the census, Ikwerre is the biggest language group in the entire Igbo land. One of our progenitors, late Senator Dr. Obiwale, whose son is here today, became minority leader of the Nigerian Senate. That was an Igbo slot, and it was given to him by his Igbo brothers. We are not begging, it's not a privilege for us to be Igbo. We are not trying to be Igbo. We are not looking for Igbo to protect us. We are Igbos. You can choose to say whatever you want to say. You can hold any opinion about Livingstone, but I dare you I dare you. Whoever it is, I dare you. So you cannot, because of a post-war script and narrative, come here to undermine our identity. It is a colonial script to divide us, so we become diminished in the face of our neighbors. Our neighbors know our capacity. They know our courage. They know we are a global institution. That Igbos all over the world, Igbos all over the world, we are more than 80 million. I was talking to Chief Mike Okiro earlier on, and he was talking to me about a man called Njoku, who is from Kenya. And he mentioned to me a particular Theophilus Okiro, who was one-time minister in the government of Kenya. Am I correct, sir? People have said, he's an Imo State man, and I asked, when he joined the police, did he join because he wanted to be IG and took reverse slots? At the time he was IG, we prided in this state that our son is the Inspector General of Police. And you're coming to say he's 75 and going. Today is this year is the 76th year on earth. What else? He has seen it all. We are not looking for endorsement. We are not looking for recommendation. We are not looking for acceptance. Africa survives on the strength of Igbo. Africa survives on the strength of Igbo. Every Ikwerre man you see is an Igbo man. You can choose to deny it. Some of us have been denied several political privileges in this state on account of our stance. They have called us names, you can't trust them. Livingstone can't be trusted. You cannot hold him, you can't control him. I'm not looking for anybody to control me or to trust me. Even Jesus Christ was not looking for reputation. But the fact is, I tell you to your face, that's why I say, I dare you. So as we go home, remember that the more than 80 million Igbos around the world are looking up to this arrangement here today for leadership. We are in Cuba. I went through the slave trade manifest and I realized that Calabar was the largest slave port in Africa. And the largest slaves that were exported from Africa to the rest of the world are Igbo. And we make up majority of most of the black nations, both in Northern America and other African little states, including Fiji and Haiti and the rest of them, Brazil. And we have very prominent sons. Bishop T.D. Jakes has traced his DNA up to Imo State. Oprah Winfrey, Buju Banton, Rihanna, you can even Bob Marley. We are not trying to claim it. It's not something we are not looking for an identity post. We are saying what it is. We are just like the Jews. Dele Farotimi says Igbos are the only ethnic group in Nigeria that can survive very well without the support of government. If we want to govern Nigeria, it's in our hands. But Igbos have to know what they are made of. You must know your onions. When you say Oha, Oyara, Waneya, can we do that in reality? Can Igbos in River State, this idea of domination, Igbo doesn't own Ikwerre. Ikwerre is part of Igbo. So you don't come from Anambra and say, so when you come here, you respect your Ikwerre brother and his tradition. When I go to Nri, I respect my Nri brother and his tradition. That's the way it plays. You don't come here and begin to exert any form of dominion or control. No. We are one. We are. I am because we are. Mbuntu. So we are one. When I see my Anambra brother, I am proud that Anambra has the highest number of billionaires in Nigeria. I am proud. When I go to Imo State, I am proud. When I go to Ebonyi, I am proud. When you come to River State, respect your brothers from Ahoda, from Onelga, from Ikwerre, from Eche, from Omoma, from Oyibo. including those who have spilled into Eleme, Okrika, and Kalabari, including some parts of Bayelsa. And I told him that Ikwerre has an extension in Opobo, even in Boni. That Ikwerre, I was telling our brothers the other day, we have an Ikwerre community in Delta State. There is a kingdom called Ikwerre-Igbo. There is a kingdom called Ikwerre-Igbo in Delta State. They migrated from Elele. They have a first-class king. In fact, one of their sons is Dr. Samuel Ajogbe, the one-time director of projects of NDDC, ED project. And he confirmed to me I'm an Elele man, but we are in Delta State by virtue of migration. I wrote an article titled, Indeed, What is Bini About Ikwerre? And I wrote another article titled, Igbo Hates Ikwerre, Igbo Hates Ikwerre, the dummy they sold to us. Captain Elechi Amadi was confronted by Chidi, Professor Chidi Oswago. Why do you hate Igbo? He said, no, I don't hate Igbo. I am Igbo, but what I wrote against was the attitude and the treatment from the Aron people. That was personal. We should not, because there is a project to de-Igbonize the riverine Igbo and make the hinterland Igbo see us as enemies. And so when we come here, we want to subdue them. You cannot. We will keep rising. Although some of us here who are holding on to our heritage may not be much, but we need the support of each other to steer this ship. And if our hinterland Igbo brothers do not show us the reciprocal love and brotherhood, the other Ikweres who are willing to hold on to this heritage will hold back because they feel you're not giving them the sufficient protection. There are some Igbo leaders in the past who drove this idea of hate and domination. And today we are finding it difficult to believe in each other. So there is a trust deficit. So it has to be a deliberate and a conscious commitment to bring about the Igbo structure so robust, so that, because Satan does not fight one who has no great destiny. The war against Igbo is because of the destiny of the Igbos. Our greatness is under attack. We are under existential threat because of the destiny we carry. So you must not see them as Ndi Ikwere and Ndi Soma. Ndi Igbo. When somebody comes and says, speak Igbo language, the other time in our meeting at a People's Club, they said, speak Igbo. I started speaking Ikwerre. Yes, Ikwerre is Igbo. And he got offended. He said, no, speak Igbo. I said, no. This is my own Igbo version. You can't impose another one on me. The time for peace and unity is now. So I want you to know that we are here because, not because we are looking for people to cling on to. We're here because God says we should be here. We did not choose to be here. God brought us here. We have our brothers all over the world. And I want to use this opportunity to call on all our brothers who are aspiring for this same office. Can we come to the round table? Our brother Tim Uche-Okoko, Chief Fine Face Amechi, Jackson Omenazo, and the other unknown, yet unknown persons. Let's all come on board. Every move to divide us is part of the strategy to destroy us. Let's not give room for it. It's not about Mike Okiro. It's not about me. You can choose to be anything under the 1999 Constitution, so-called. You can, by virtue of the right to freedom of association, choose to create any group. But you know, the more we create too many Igbo groups, the more we are not unified to fight our battles properly. There are too many. Everybody in Igbo land is a king. Everybody is king. It's killing us. It's killing us. Everybody is this. Please.
I want to inform you that Ikwerre as an ethnic nationality is not Igbo. And after this, I have to go into my detailed preamble. Ikwerre ethnic nationality is never a subgroup of any ethnic nation in Nigeria or elsewhere. Ikwerre ethnic nationality is one of the ethnic blocks which constitute the present day of Nigeria. And the people are found in 4 local government areas in the present day of Rivers State. The local government areas are as follows: Ikwere, which is commonly called Kelga; Emoha, which the local government is Nemolga; Obiakpo, Obaga, and Port Harcourt City called Salga. Ikwerre remains a homogeneous ethnic group with a common ancestry and paternity. In this stead, we make the following documentary statements, which are as follows. 1. Ikwerre people are from Rivers State and the Niger Delta region of Nigeria. The people have their unique culture and traditions. The declaration of Obaki Ikwerre Cultural Organization during the Oputa Human Rights Violence Panel of 2001 says that Ikwerre ethnic nationality is not and has never been a subgroup of any other tribe in Nigeria, including Igbo, which will survive here. The Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria of 1999, 2010, as amended, and recognizes Ikwerre ethnic nationality as a distinct and unique ethnic group in Nigeria. The people of Ikwerre frown at any attempt by some Igbo expansionists to incorporate Ikwerre as a subset or subgroup of any other ethnic group in Nigeria.
It's coming to reality of what I have said before now, that Ikwerre people are my brothers, we are families, but this is just a political division coming from the politicians in Nigeria. And at the same time, the British are the one who came to cause division among the brothers, among us. And today, I am happy that they are coming and they have realized themselves. Listen to me, Ikwerre is not looking for a place to belong. Neither are they asking for help of anybody, because they are Igbos. Understand, they know their land. So they are just being tried to be deceived by the British, the colonial masters, what they impacted in the heart and in the soul of our Nigerian politicians, who climb the ladder and use it, that umbrella, to psychologically mislead some Ikwerre people, such like Wike and his crew. You understand? From the foundation, the origin, you understand? There are pure Igbos. Ikwerre is pure Igbos.
Said no to them being Igbos.
That is why this is political geodas. You understand? The people that just like, you know, they come up looking for slot and federal recognition and federal source of income. So you don't expect them to speak, you know, against the source of their income. You know, currently now, if you watch somebody like Asari Dokubo, he has been clamoring and fighting a means to be recognized by this current government. You know, they have denied him recognition. So he has been looking for a way. You understand? So, and that justice, it has been like that. These people never think of their origin, their people. They are only self-minded centered. You understand? Then you see them going and using the money they are getting from the federal purse to siphon. You know, this thing is mentally. So they are using it to secure some people mentally in order to deceive and to mislead them. And I am happy that today, yes, now, no, they are stealing from them now, because they will not have access They are believing, look at what Wike is trying to carry out, to practice, or to establish or impose in the southeast, something that has never happened before. How can you come and claim to be a dictator? You want to be a dictator. You want to be like Tinubu, go and stand in Lagos State to decide who rule and who will not rule. You know, that is where that has been their way from the origin. You know, they believe in one man say. But in the East, no. Oga, you don't finish your tenure, go and sleep, let another person. That's what it is. You understand? So, and finally now you have confirmed it, and you agree with me that Wike has finally lost and Fubara has finally won. And you know, Fubara himself have declared himself, made it openly. I have traced my origin and I have confirmed it. And I myself, I admit and I accept that I'm a confirmed Ikwerre man, and that Ikwerre is Igbo. Fubara being the #1 citizen of the state, River State. So he admits. So every other person, just as the current president of Ohaneze, Ndibo, has said, that anything you like, you can decide to say you are not. You know, that is what Nigerian politicians are using to divide us, to cause enmity between us. And they will come back and tell you, say, Igbos are not one. The same people that divide us are the same people will say that we are not one. You know, this is politics, so that we will not stand, because they know that once we come together, we will achieve our dream. And with what has happened currently now, which everybody that is trending now, everybody has seen it, like I have said it before, they have seen it now, that when Biafra comes, you understand, this is how it's going to be. Whether you are from Ikwerre, you are from Obigbo, you are from Onkpala, you are from Eblambe, that is this Cross River side. Maybe you are from that river state, this Warri, Asaba, all those places. You know, anywhere you come from, so far you are a Biafran and you win election, you are entitled to rule. You understand? No discrepancy and no discrimination. You understand? In Biafran state, no discrimination. So far you are indigenous of Biafra, you have right to. We want to do it in a way American does it. If you are from California, you have right to rule America. You are from Texas, you have right to rule America. If you are from what is it called? You know, all those, anywhere you come from, so far you are an American, you win election, you are entitled to rule Biafra. That is how it should be, and that is what is happening today.
Okay, but we've seen Asari Dokubo in the time past come out and, you know, it's always confused as regards his identity. Coming out today and say, I'm Ikwerre, coming out tomorrow that he's not Ikwerre, that he's not Igbo, this and that. What is your take on this?
Today he is celebrating and rejoicing that his brother has become the president of Ohaneze. You know, he has been a man that found himself in the state of confusion. You understand? He has been sitting on the seat of confusion. So that is why he goes left, he goes right, doesn't really have a stand. But today, and another point is this. Like one of his videos I watched, he said he did not really trust the place which he come from, because I will not say Igbo because Ikwerre is Igbo. When I make mention of Igbo, I comprises Igbo, Ikwerre and Ijo. So he did not really trust his people. You understand? And now it's come to pass that these people are needed to be, is truly, they are transparent to be trusted. You know, now it's coming to trust his people, and that is why you see him dancing. And moreover, it's an instrument of Nigeria. Yeah, Asari Dokubo is a tool, is in the hand of Nigeria. And they have been using him to cause division, to cause problem, to cause confusion, and to cause conflict. But now, with what has happened, is dancing. Yeah, that dance means that he is now agreeing that these people is not actually what Nigeria has planted in me, the evil seed Nigeria has sowed in me, that these people are wicked. You know, there is a way that will tell you about somebody, even when the person did not even offend you. if you do not control yourself, you begin to develop hatred against that person. You understand? So that was what played against Asari Dokubo, that today is coming to a kind of, this seed that they have sowed in me, these people are not actually what I am seeing in them. You understand? So I am not surprised. It's a welcome call. Yeah, jubilating and celebrating that today, admitting that is truly and purely Igbo. That yeah, Ikwerre, my brother, actually, you know, Azoka Mbata has become the Igbo Ohaneze Igbo president. You know, this is something that he never believed that can happen, and it is already in existence. No need saying that it has happened. It's already in existence because it cannot be taken away from him until his tenure expire. God bless you.